The 30th pick in the 2023 NHL Draft belonged to the Carolina Hurricanes. They take Bradley Nadeau, a left wing from Penticton. Gil Martin here alongside with Hadi Kalakeche, our prospects expert. And now we are joined by Jared Ellis of Locked On Carolina Hurricanes. Jared, are you excited by this pick?
Yeah, I'm totally excited for it. And I'm really hoping things pan out with him. He's sniper, good, fast skater. You especially, Gil, know how the Hurricanes play. They play very, very fast. You got to be a good skater for them. And he definitely fits that bill. He shoots to score, and that's something the Hurricanes need. He had 113 points in 54 games last season. So that's something the Hurricanes can really, really build on.
Hadi, what makes him special and worthy of this first-round pick?
He's got arguably top 3 shot in the draft. His release is fantastic. Mechanically, he's really sound. I kind of compare him to a less toolsy Cole Caulfield in terms of his release and his size. Just a player that small should not be able to shoot the puck that hard and that accurately. And he wires it every time. On top of that, he's got decent-ish playmaking, great skating. The defensive game isn't all there. You can't really expect him to do much defensively with kind of on and off effort level and kind of defensive positioning. But he didn't really need to this year with Penticton in the BCHL. The BCHL is one of those lower tier junior A leagues where, Penticton was kind of the one team there really competing. So, in terms of the effort level, I'm assuming we see that come a long way in a stint with the University in Maine in the NCAA. Maine isn't the highest end program, but he's going to shoot the lights out regularly. That's for sure. His shot is high end. And that's really what makes him worth a first round pick. I had him at 29th. So really right in Carolina's wheelhouse. And I honestly highly expected them to take either of Nadeau and Quentin Musty, whichever was available there. And Musty was picked a couple picks earlier. So this is a really, really good pick and an unsurprisingly good pick from the Canes, who have consistently been picking really well in the recent years.
What is it that he needs to work on to get his game to the next level?
Just a bit more versatility and consistency. Just working on those elements of his game, just making sure that he's able to put in consistent effort, getting back on back checks more regularly. Obviously, you like your offensive players focusing on their offense, but at least having a baseline of those skill sets and just making him a more well-rounded and, more versatile player than he is right now. Just giving him a more complete skill set, because right now he's relying a lot on the shot, kind of like a Mike Hoffman type of player, but with enough development, enough time, you can work his effort level up. You can work his mindset up into, let me get back on back checks and showcase what my skating can do defensively. Because if he does incorporate some more defensive elements into his skating, it's going to be a fantastic time for Nadeau in the NCAA.
Jared, at this point, where are the Carolina Hurricanes looking next as far as filling out their prospect pool?
That is a great question, Gil. It's one that I've been thinking about a lot heading into the draft. And, I fully expected them, honestly, to make a draft day trade and potentially trade out of this pick altogether. And so it'll be interesting to see what they do. I think it's kind of all up in the air right now. We know that the Hurricanes love their defensemen, so I feel like that's something that's always going to be on the board for them. And they also love their centers as well. So, that's something that can always be on the board for them. I could also see them potentially going after another goalie as well. They're especially stuff they have here in the system right now. It's kind of gotten a little depleted in recent years. So I could potentially see them doing something to start building that back up as well.
So it looks like building up the middle is on the agenda for the Carolina Hurricanes. For more on this selection and all of the Hurricanes' other moves around the draft and free agency, tune in to Locked On Carolina Hurricanes for free on your favorite podcast app and on YouTube. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.